Happy with that, Frank?
Yeah, 3 points. Should have been more comfortable at the end. You know, by far the better team, created a lot of chances, which has been a pretty regular story of our season. We need to be more clinical, but in terms of the team I saw, it was the team that I want to see. You know, West Ham, it wasn't. Probably the one game this season where we've been below par in the basics, and today was completely the team we want again, and I thought we played really well whole game.
Happy injured again, or is it too early to say?
It doesn't seem too bad in there, so I'm presuming no, he's all right.
Are you actually happy to see you committing a few fouls tonight after West Ham?
Yeah. It was an easy element of my team talk in between game was to state the facts of no fouls, which kind of summed up our game at the weekend, which again has been pretty much the opposite of how we've been all season. The reason we've got credit is because of our performances and the energy and the urgency and how we want to play. A lot of speed in our game, and that came away at West Ham, which we must accept that because it can happen, and it was a nice little lesson for us, and the only thing then was a reaction. Today we were back to what we are.
Tammy coming back makes a big difference up front.
Yeah, I mean Tammy at the moment is Tammy. He's a striker that's at near the top of the goal scoring charts in the league. Is showing his all-round game, which stretches defences, starts our press. He's a personality that is growing in our dressing room every day with his enthusiasm and his will to win. And of course, if a player's on such a good run, then they come out of the team. It's normal that you can miss them, and today he came straight back in as he left off.
Frank, Dean Smith is in awe of N'Golo Kante. Is that the most sort of back to his battling best you've seen from him?
I mean, he's generally pretty much always good. I thought that from afar. We had to give him a bit of time with his injury this year. He's had a tough start to it, but his all-round game. There's not much you need to say to N'Golo. He just knows how to play the midfield role, and I thought the balance between him and Kovacic today was great. His ability to win the ball and at a high intensity to leave areas to win it back and then recover into areas, but then also have quality on the ball is what's given him this tag of being, you know, an outstanding playing world football for the last 4 or so seasons. So yeah, it's a pleasure to have him in my squad.
Frank, he didn't score tonight, but he was really dangerous again. How impressed have you been with how often he's getting into dangerous areas now?
Yeah, really impressed. I think he's playing really well since he got himself in the team. At Burnley, he gets his goals. He's carried on with the form he's scoring. He can score more. I think what we've got a player in Christian is someone that's really exciting us. But when you see this type of player, I think in the modern days, you see them and you see their quality, and then all of a sudden you see that there's another level, which is goals and absolute assists. And I think he's got all the abilities to go on to that extra level, which is the top level of world football. But at the minute, he's doing really well, and hopefully that'll be the next part of the progression.
Frank, it was Mason's first goal for a while. Do you think that was him maybe back to his best after so long without one?
I don't think Mason should be measured solely on goals, and you know, we had an international break. We had a couple of games where he hasn't started the game, so it's not fair to look at it simply as that. But goals are part of his game. But I thought his all-round game in the second half was what we would expect of him, because it wasn't just the goal, it was the threat that he had from the edge of the box, his link up, and he's winning the ball back in high areas, which is his game. So I thought we had a really good second half.
Frank, would you set Tammy a goals target for league goals target for the season, or just such a great start?
No, I don't think I need to. He's a hungry boy. I never set targets. It's stupid from jumping too much into the future on those fronts. All you would say is every game as they come, game after game, can you score? Can you be hungry? What can you do for the team? The minute he's doing it and he's scoring goals.
What did John say to you at the end?
Nothing much special. Just, you know, it was well done, and he had his moment on the pitch. It's difficult when you come back. I did it last year to a club that you feel so much for, and vice versa, as they are with John. And you're working, and you're part of another team and part of another club. He's respectful of Aston Villa, I know that. So it wasn't, you know, a massive celebration time, but of course the respect both ways is huge.
Okay, last two.
You're about a third of the way through the season now. How do you assess where Chelsea are compared to what you were hoping for at the start of the season, and what do you still think you need to do at this point?
Well, I'm happy, but I want more. I think we've had a pretty good start because a lot of people maybe expected otherwise, but I think we've done pretty well. But I want more all the time, and I think the last week has been a good example of that for us and for me and for us, because I saw us go to Manchester City and trade with them like a big team that was in and around that level. Then I saw us play against West Ham like a team that's not that, and you're going to lose games in the Premier League. And then I saw a recovery today back to where we were. So that shows me, I think, that we have real potential of getting to where we want to be. But we also have to be aware that there might be little tough bumps and moments across the road that we're going to have to overcome because we're young, because we're slightly transitional. And that will only show itself as we go along. And then the important thing in between all that is that we keep working to improve every day.
Frank,
Last one then, Matt.
has Loftus-Cheek had a setback?
He's had a few setbacks over the last 2 months. He hasn't had a new one, but it's not flying along as much as we would want, and it's not for the want of trying for everybody. Ruben, of course, himself, nothing worse than being injured, but at the moment we're no closer to him being fit.
Okay, thank
when
you.
you say no closer, where do you even have a time scale?
No.
on it?
No.
Okay, thanks a lot,
All
guys.
right, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, boss.
Cheers, Brian. You all right?
Bye, Dusty.
Good.